She took his stick. She took it, and he won't shut up. So take it back. She's a third the size of you. Oh, she walked away from it. He's happy now. That's it. That's mine. These two. She'll go chew off another one. It's really, really low tide, so all the logs and everything is exposed. That's his favorite. This is his favorite, well, you see the mud. So, yeah, I think you get the point. I think you get the idea what I'm going home to.
You ready? There we go. They did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
All right, Panther fans, how we doing? So we got Montreal tonight. Right before I came in here, it just turned out that Paul Maurice got fined $25,000 for his somewhat tame comments about the referees the other night. He did not get his money's worth. Let's just put it that way. That absolutely is true. Like I said, I'm still working out in my head if I want to do something, how I want to handle that. Stay tuned. Now, in terms of this game, Bob's in net again. So let's just. I guess we're just gonna keep throwing them out there. Lyon is still the backup, so I guess Spencer Knight's still not ready yet. We don't even know what's wrong with the kid. So we definitely need things to go well tonight. Montreal's not exactly been playing well. They have a ton of injuries, but you know how this goes. It's in Canada. We expended a ton of energy in those 2 back-to-back games. It's going to have to play nice, tight, easy, stay out of the box row game. And I know you can only do so much to stay out of the box because you never know when a referee's going to come along who's otherwise motivated to call some calls against the Panthers, or at least call them against Paul Maurice. Damn shame about that fine. I wish I could write the check for you, Bob. But you're okay in my book now. You know, I'm not giving you 3 years of a free pass, but I'll give you a pass the rest of the season because not many coaches would have had the cojones to say what he said, and it wasn't even that bad. He did not get his money worth. Damn, I'd be pissed if I was him. I'm sure he is. All right, lineup remains the same. Ain't no two ways about it. Gotta get 2. And Bob is hurt. And Bubba gets hurt. He slides across the crease. His skate hits the post. The post does not move because the post will come off the moorings if you hit it coming this way or even diagonally. But if you hit it exactamundo, right sideways, it ain't going anywhere. And he either jammed a knee, or it probably was a little bit of a jammed knee because, number one, that's how it looked. Number 2, they said lower body injury, questionable to return. So if it was like a groin or something, I don't even think he would be questionable to return. Alex Lyon comes in, has made a few nice saves. So, yeah. And notice that's Lyon. Like I said, it's not Spencer Knight. So he's still hurt. So, anytime now, the hockey guys could give us just a modicum of luck for this season. Other than that, the play on the ice is decent. We've had some chances. We're going up against our old friend Montebello. And speaking of old friends, I wasn't even aware that Mike Matheson was traded to the Canadiens during the offseason. I just missed that blurb, and he decided to just stop skating, turn around, and knock Eric Stahl on his ass, who was chasing him, and Matheson was getting, I guess it was going to be, it wouldn't have been an icing, so I don't know why he did that. But for whatever reason, he did that, and now Stahl has left the game and go to the locker room. So hopefully Radko Gudas takes care of that situation for us. Not that I expect Mike Matheson to be fighting, but you get the point. It's no score after one. The only complaint really is Montreal has had a few too many almost breakaways. There's something that they're seeing that we're doing. They've gotten behind the entire defense a couple of times, not by far, and we've been able to catch up and stop them. But that's something to watch because it's going to be a game where we're going to need play shutdown D at this point. I like the kid line. I like how he's looked. But just the drama of seeing Bob get hurt. It's just like, can we just have any good things? So, 5-0 Panthers after 2. Now, before I forget, the shirt I'm wearing, not sure how much of this you see. I chose this to wear for the live stream tonight, the recap. Not sure if you guys can see the number on the back of that shirt, but in case you can't, it's number 34. It's a Beezer shirt. And wouldn't you know it, we've got the reincarnation of Beezer, at least for tonight, and Alex Lyon absolutely playing a hell of a game for us considering the circumstances. You check the kid's stats. I call him a kid. He's 30 years old. He's been around the league for a while. He's never had more than like 11 games in any given season. He hasn't played very much. His numbers are kind of meh, right? But here he is tonight, saving our ass. All right, so maybe he's not saving our ass. He did keep us in the game until the offense got going. We'll put it that way. So, all right. 5 goals. 4 of them were on the power play. Montreal's not exactly playing a great game here. They got called 2 times in a row for too many men on the ice. And there was actually a couple of calls that could have gone against the Panthers that haven't gone against the Panthers. My theory is that the word came down from the NHL /betting/referee conglomeration and said, make it look really good for the Panthers tonight so they'll stop coming at us about what they did to the Panthers in Toronto. Eric Stahl's in concussion protocol, so he's kaput. Bob was questionable to return, so I guess that's good because that means it's not something where he's definitely out. So hopefully, look, the way Lyon is playing, if you have to rest Bob on Saturday, you could have just rested Bob today. I'm not blaming Maurice for playing him for his injury, but the way Lyon is playing, you could have just rested Bob today. You might have to do it Saturday if he's tweaked the knee. I think it's a tweaked knee. I don't think it's a groin or anything like that, or he wouldn't have been questionable to come back. All right, 5-0 Panthers. Kachuk's got 2, so you know what we're fixing to do. Let's get 3, and then let's get 2. All right. 2 nice points. 2 nice points. Not beautiful points because Bob got hurt. Not fantastically beautiful points because Stahl got hurt. Fight after fight after fight after fight. What a beautiful night. Hopefully, Bob was questionable to come back, so that probably means he's okay. Stahl, a little bit concerned about with the concussion protocol thing. That's not good. At least that's what they told me in the stream. Norfolk said he's in a concussion protocol, so he must have got that off Twitter. Panthers get the win, 6-2. Alex Lyon comes in and does exactly what we need him to do, which is keep things nice and smooth. Hopefully, if he's got to go Saturday, I'm fine. I didn't see anything tonight that would make me concerned about throwing him out there for a game. And Kachuk, Smith, Lombard all had goals and fights, and it got nasty. It got nasty out there. Matheson took that freaking hit on Stahl, and Lombard made sure he knew about it. Smith had a fight, didn't do so good. But it was Kachuk, actually, that went after Mike Matheson. And Mike Matheson shouldn't be fighting Kachuk. We'll just put it that way. It was a fun night if you're a Panther fan. No doubt the NHL sent down the word to make sure that every possible penalty would be called. There was a couple that the refs could have called against us. I'm not complaining. It's all even Steven now, for now. They're waiting on the NHL, the rest of the All-Stars to be announced, so that's getting ready to happen. Islanders and Sabres right now are tied, which is kind of the worst possible thing because you'd rather just see the Sabres win that game and maybe give the Islanders no points. But we're in it, and there's, what do we got, 40 games left, 37 games left, whatever it is, we're here, we're there. We are in the playoff conversation. We are not in the 8th seed, but we are within one good week at any given point. If we have a good week and a couple of other teams don't, we could find ourselves in that 8th seed. So here we go. Strap in for the roller coaster ride because it's fixing to be a ride because obviously our luck isn't going to change a whole lot as we found out with Bob still getting hurt and Stahl still getting hurt. So we're still going to have to fight through some pretty significant issues, although hopefully both of those guys will be okay. Spencer Knight supposedly is okay, but he wasn't the backup tonight. So who knows? By Saturday, we could be going with Lyon and Knight. To be honest with you, if Bob can't go Saturday, I want Lyon out there on the ice because I don't want Spencer Knight just tossed out there. It's been a while since he played. I still would have preferred him to get an AHL game in beforehand. But then again, when was the last time Lyon played? And, you know, but he's a more experienced goaltender. We'll see. We've seen it all year long. It's kind of been every time we get a full roster together, somebody gets hurt. And Montreal was out there that third period. I'm not saying they were trying to hurt people, but they were trying to knock people around. And that last fight was after Lundell got buzzed around a little bit. And that's when Lomberg went in and took care of business. So, all right. Short and sweet tonight. We get the 2 points. We've got so much content coming up here. I'll be back with Stu tomorrow morning. If you didn't see it this morning, we had Billy Lindsay on the show. Make sure you check that out. Saturday, football, hockey, football, triple header, just like last week. Sunday, football doubleheader. Panthers play Monday. Panthers play Tuesday. So next Wednesday's, and then Wednesday's the review. So I don't get a night off for a while, but that's okay. That's all right. We're good to go. Do me a favor, if you are subscribed, or if you're not subscribed, check out the community post that I made right before the game. The question I'm asking is YouTube members and Patreon members. After every game, I write an article. What I am considering doing and what I want to know is, are you interested in joining as a member or as a Patreon member if I added in a daily 1 hour long podcast? That's what I'm considering doing. I'm considering, if I can get enough interest, I'm considering adding a Monday through Friday daily sports podcast that would be just for members and Patreon people. So you can make a comment here, but also do me a favor and vote in that poll whether you will or won't, because I need to know either way so I can judge the interest if there's interest in that. All right. Just keep doing this. Just keep doing this, and we'll close our eyes and we'll wake up in the middle of April and it'll be game 1 against the Bruins, and at that point anything can happen.